Thickies, welcome back to Thick Girls Guide, or welcome if you're new here. This is your official guide for all things fashion, lifestyle, and traveling. And in today's video, I am doing another, I guess it's a gadget guide. It's kind of like new things that I've picked up for travel that I just wanted to share with you guys. So definitely stick around. It's going to be a great video for travel finds. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, join the Thick Girl gang, and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get into it. So as I kind of said in the intro, I will have some kind of tried and true items in this video, more so for comparison. So you've probably seen them before if you've seen one of my videos, but I have been picking up quite a few different items for travel purposes. And I'll kind of go into the reason why I've decided to pick this up or to try it out. So again, some things are new for me, so just want to keep that very transparent. And of course, everything will be linked down below in case you are interested. Most of them are affiliate links, so if you do purchase, I do make a small commission. Thank you in advance if you do for supporting the channel. If not, again, you can just probably search the description and find it that way. And so let's dive in. But the first one is a new cosmetics bag. And this is from Bag Smart. Now, while I do have a couple videos where I have received some free items from Bag Smart, this is not one of them. I did purchase this with my own money. I do truly love the Bag Smart brand. Fantastic quality, great travel items. But this is their medium size toiletry bag. And the reason I picked this up is I'm going to show you the big one that I have. But sometimes it's too big, and I am the type of person where if you give me the space, I'm gonna stuff it. So this is the new bag that I picked up. This is my old Bag Smart bag. This is the large size, so I just wanna give you a size comparison here. Also, the material's different. This is like a cloth. This is like a nylon, kind of like a swooshy windbreakery material. So love obviously pink. I adore this color more. I love more of a deep mauve, but the size difference is what I was wanting. So this one is one of my favorite toiletry bags, but as you can see, she is humongous. She will fit everything in the kitchen sink, and it can be a problem. If you stuff this thing, it is heavy and it is big and it is bulky. So I wanted something where I could still fit all my toiletries but not go overboard. And the other bag that I have that I did buy for pretty much this same reason, sometimes it's a little too small. This is the one from Tripped Travel. Again, fantastic travel brand. And this one comes with a couple other little baggies with it, but also hangs, as does this one and the other one. But this one, again, sometimes it's just a little bit too small if it's a little bit of a longer trip. So like this one has its uses. To me, it's like a weekend trip or like 4 days maybe. But if I'm going longer than that, I gotta bust out the bigger ones, you know? So this is the one, the medium size, right? So we have baby bear, we have daddy bear, and we have mama bear now. So anyway, I love the top handles. I do love the new material on the outside because this one, it would be, if it's stained or something, it's gonna be harder to get out. This one, you just wipe it down. So I love the change in fabric and materials. Okay, and it's fresh. I just got it. I have not used it at all, but it does open up kind of similar to the other one. It's just not as big. And then it does have the little hanger. I do love the gold color because I'm a sucker for gold accents, okay? And similar to the bigger one, it has like this PVC vinyl lining and pockets, and very, very easy to clean. all the little zippy pouches. And then this part has little elastic bands in there to kind of keep everything in its place. And then this part is kind of different than the other one. Okay, so this section folds down. We have a little meshy pockets. So the other one doesn't have that. And the other thing, hold on, let me zip this sucker back up. It does zip up, so it contains everything in there. Okay. And the other part is, look at, there's some zippies here. This is another reason I bought it. Is it has a built-in kind of jewelry organizer here. So we've got like stud earrings. You can put rings on there. You can put your necklaces here. It has a little clip so it doesn't get tangled. And then another, you know, couple little pockets down here. So all kind of built into one. And I do have a separate little travel jewelry organizer and the toiletry bag. So I love things that are all in one. Again, less stuff for you to worry about, less bags, and I don't know, just easier to find, more organized. Love that. So this one I am really excited to use. And if you haven't checked out Bag Smart's toiletry bags, they have one going around that it's the same material, but it's like, I mean, it's huge. That's why I didn't buy it, because I was like, we don't need something that's like bigger, but it's like, it's almost, it's like a little, like it's a mini like suitcase looking thing, but it's like got pockets for everything in the sun. I feel like that's going to take up way too much room, so I prefer this kind. Also love that you can hang this in the bathroom when you get there, and then you just work out of here. You don't have to have stuff all over the counter. Fantastic. The next bag that's new for me, Bag Smart did send this over free for review, so I did a whole video on it. I'm going to go over the highlights of this bag, and I'm going to put in some video that I previously filmed of like the inside of the bag and all of that. Just Bag Smart's quality is fantastic, you guys, and I am so impressed, not only with all the stuff that I have purchased with my own money, but the things that they have sent me. Their quality is stunning. It really is. Now, I do wish this backpack came in other colors. They are very neutral colors, I would say, but I mean, I wish we would have like, I don't know, a pink one or a purple one or something like that. So this backpack is the Blast Pro 40 liter travel backpack. So this backpack can get very stuffed. It can get very large and it can get very heavy if you stuff it to the max. So keep that in mind, because it is a larger backpack. So if you're using it as your regular carry-on item that's going to be stowed overhead, then cool. If you're planning on putting it under the seat front in front of you, you're not going to be able to stuff it to the brim because it won't fit. So you just have to take that into consideration. Like, what are you going to be using this for? And if you want to use it as something that is like your personal item that goes under the seat front in front of you, you need to pack it accordingly or choose another bag. Because again, this thing expands and it's big, and you can stuff everything in the kitchen sink in here, and then some probably. But this does fit a laptop up to 15.6 inches, very durable and rip stop nylon fabric, YKK zippers, has an RFID pocket in the back of it. This thing has so many different compartments, but one of the things that I really love about it is how it unzips. It almost unzips like a suitcase, where it doesn't split in half, but the top flap kind of opens like a suitcase, and you can fit a whole bunch of stuff in the main compartment. It also has a shoe section at the bottom. Again, take into consideration that is going to, if you put shoes in there, it's going to take up a heck of a lot of room, but I love that it could be separate so your shoes are not touching your clean clothes. So just be aware of that. It's going to take up some of the capacity in the main compartment if you stuff big bulky shoes in the bottom of it. It has two handles on the side that are reinforced and really good quality. The backpack straps are padded. It also has a chest clip as well as a waist clip to help kind of keep it comfortable and sturdy and disperse the weight on your back. It comes in 4 different color options, and the measurements are 13 inches by 8.7 by 17.7. And in centimeters, that's 33 by 22 by 45. And inside it does have a couple different pockets. So there is like a mesh zipper pocket. There's also the kind of the wet compartment that is like waterproof PVC vinyl for toiletries, or like a wet swimsuit or something like that where you don't want it to get everything wet. It does have 2 compression straps as well, and the trolley strap on the back so you can put it on top of your luggage. And the water bottle pocket on the side can hold up to a 30-ounce water bottle. Overall, guys, this is a great one for traveling. The color that I'm featuring here is the green smoke color. And I do have discount codes below for Bag Smart, so it can help save some money, because these backpacks and the next bag I'm going to feature, they are a little pricey. So this backpack is about $110. Again, you're getting what you pay for. This thing is going to last you probably the rest of your life. So it is not something that's going to rip and break on you by any means. This next bag is one of probably the coolest bags that I've seen in a long time. They basically took a kind of rolling duffel bag and then put backpack straps on it. So this thing converts from a roller bag to a backpack and then back again. Now this, again, is not going to fit under your seat front in front of you. This is going to be a carry-on item. It will fit in the carry-on compartment above your head. And the dimensions on this, it is 21.7 inches by 13.8 by 9.1. And this bag, it is a bit kind of hefty because it's like reinforced. So it starts out at 6.6 pounds. And I will say, if you do pack it to the brim, it's going to be a heavy backpack, but that's also why it has the pull handle to wheel it. It does have a top handle as well as a side handle if you want to carry it. But again, keep in mind, unless you're a bodybuilder, lugging that thing through an airport by the handle is not something I want to do. Thank God it has wheels, because again, you can stuff this thing and it can get pretty heavy. But it has all sorts of different compartments. It has 2 quick access pockets on the top of it, which are nice. It has a kind of similar to the backpack where the top flap opens and it has like a big inside compartment in there. The back of it is like I was saying, it's kind of reinforced. Like it's flat and it's some kind of hard material that keeps it really sturdy and stable. On the bottom, there's also another plastic bar to help with stability. The wheels are very, very smooth, whether I was on a harder surface or on my carpet. I had no problems moving it. And in this video, you can see I did pack some stuff in there. So I really tried to test it out. Again, I haven't taken this actually traveling yet. But I tried to do kind of a mock packing, like, okay, if I was going on a trip, what would I put in here? The telescopic handle is very high quality. You can see me kind of wiggling it in the video. Lower quality will typically have a lot of give to it, and higher qualities, like you can just tell it's a little bit more sturdy. This one definitely is. This bag is $140, and it was sold out for a little while. I believe it's back in stock, but if they do run out, they have like a notify me option where you can get notified when it's back in stock. It comes in this oyster color, which is like the tan color, and then also comes in a cedar color, which is kind of like a muddy green, olivey green color, which I also really like. It is 43 liters. And it is good for a 1 to 2 week trip, is what they have here on the website. It also has an RFID pocket. It does have a laptop sleeve in there that will fit a 15.6 inch laptop. Again, YKK zippers, not rip stop nylon, really high quality materials. The backpack straps, you can slip into the back of it if you're not using it as a backpack. And then if you want to carry it as a backpack, you just unzip that, pull out the straps and clip them to the D-rings at the bottom of the bag, and you can turn it into a backpack. So I think this is just a really cool, unique bag that just gives you a lot of different options on how to carry it or how to use it. I know a lot of people on my channel were talking about how I'm very adamant about a personal item. I only take a backpack. I will not take a shoulder bag or a tote bag or anything like that, because I hate carrying it. They kill my shoulder. Whereas a backpack, it's dispersing the weight more evenly. I'm hands-free, all of that. But some people can't wear backpacks, whether they have back issues or something to that extent. So for those people, they need a nice roller bag. Overall, a great bag for traveling and gives you a lot of options. The next thing that I decided to pick up, that's actually two things. So it's actually just hairbrushes, but in my travel toiletry bag, I try to leave as much in there as I possibly can. And so I travel with two hairbrushes. One is like the kind of the bristly kind for when I want to put my hair up like this to smooth that out. And the other one is got the plasticky bristles. And so I was just thinking that I wanted like smaller hairbrushes for traveling. Again, just to minimize as much as I possibly can. And so I started looking on Amazon, and I found a couple different ones, and I bought them both. So the first one is a foldable hairbrush. And this thing is pretty sturdy. Like the other ones that I have tried, I think it was from Temu, that it just wasn't very sturdy, and it just felt like it was gonna snap in half. But this one is natural boar bristles. And then it also has the plastic ones there too. So this is like a 2-in-1. So I decided to try this one out. This does come in a 2-pack as well, but this is the first one I picked up. I haven't actually used it. Just came in yesterday. And then the other one comes in this cute little snappy pocket case, but it is similar to that. It just doesn't fold up, but it's like a wooden paddle brush, but also same thing. So it has the natural boar bristle hairbrush, and then also the plastic ones sticking out a little bit further. So both of them, like this is pretty comfortable to hold in my hand. This one's better though, because it has a longer handle. But so I'm leaning towards, I think I like this style better than this one. And also it's thinner, it's more compact. Comment down below. But yeah, these are my travel hairbrushes now. So I think I might keep this one. I might send this one back because again, it's a little bit uncomfortable in the hand, but I just wanted to show you like the options and talk to you about my thought process, you know? So I do like the cute little bag for this one, but you know, we can't keep it because of the bag. So I've got a couple options now when I travel. I'll probably start traveling with both because again, I already take two brushes that are bigger than both of these. And then if I end up using like one over the other, then I'll probably just take the other one out. The next couple things I have are makeup related. So in a bunch of my videos, I featured that this is my palette that I take with me when I travel. It is by Tarte. They don't make it anymore, sorry. So it's just a little dirty up here, but you know. But it has two blushes and it has a highlight. Tarte makes fantastic products, but again, it's bigger than my hand. So what I found instead, this was recommended, I don't remember by which YouTuber, so sorry I can't credit you, but it's by Kaja, I think is how you say it. Kaja? I think is how you say the J part, not Ja. Anyway, don't mind me. This comes in several different options. So they definitely have for deeper skin tones as well as lighter skin tones. Okay, and there was a sticker on it, but I pulled it off, so disregard. Okay, and it comes with bronzer, a highlight, and a blush. And this is a cream. It's It's a cream bronzer. That was the one I was concerned about because I feel like it's real easy to get carried away with bronzer and look a damn mess, you know. This is the highlight, which, whew, she's looking real pretty. This is the highlight. Love that color. I'll swatch it in a second. The blush is a little light for me. I'm gonna say that. I do like a more pinky blush, as you can tell by my Tarte palette. Okay, but you know. But I think I might pick up another one of these with a brighter blush. Ooh, no, that looks really pretty. Okay, I can get down with this blush. Okay, I'm going light on the bronzer. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so you can see that highlight. Okay, that's the blush. I do like that more than I thought I would on my skin tone. That's the bronzer. Obviously, you would blend that out a little more. And then that's the highlighter. So I'm digging the highlighter. I'm not a big bronzer person. I like really easy makeup these days. I mean, just to me, when I travel, especially like I just do really easy makeup, very natural. We're not getting crazy typically. But I thought this was like, look at the size of that compared to this big one. Okay. So saving a ton of space, nice and compact, perfect for traveling. This is 01 Buttercup Play Bento is what it's. There it goes. Okay, so that's the one I picked up. So love that for space saving for makeup, and actually saves a lot of room. So, and I've heard, I've never tried the Kaja brand before, but I've heard really good things about it. So comment down below if you've tried them before. And then that got me thinking, going down the rabbit hole, you know, about a travel makeup brush set. Because if you don't know about me, like I have been a makeup fanatic for a really long time. And I'm talking like early 2000s when MAC was the OG makeup brand. I used to like live at the MAC store. I'll show you something else I just picked up that reminds me of something from MAC back in the day. If you're OG makeup fanatic, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But they're freaking fantastic. But they're not from MAC, but just MAC started it, you know? But anyway, whatever. Off my rant. So, what I picked up is this. It's a travel makeup brush set with an LED mirror. And it comes with, like, all the brushes, okay? All the brushes you would ever need. And there's some that came with, like, 4 or 5 brushes. And then I just, like, looked at it and I was like, I could never. And even though I do a lot more simplified makeup than I used to, I still like, I want certain brushes in this collection that it wasn't giving me in these smaller brushes where it's just like, you have to use this for everything. Like, no, I need a separate brush, people. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so it comes with the charging cable because, again, the mirror is a light up, which I dig because sometimes hotel lighting is trash, you know what I mean? And then it has all the different, I'm gonna hold them in there, all the different makeup brushes. There is 14 different makeup brushes in here. And again, you could take some out if you don't want them all. So it comes with 3 different complexion brushes. Of course, these are synthetic bristles, but one of my favorite things is it comes with a little spoolie. Okay, most of the other sets didn't have that, and I love me a spoolie, okay? But then we have all the different, like, blending brushes, as well as, like, kind of angled detail brushes for eyeliner, or if you're doing a smoky eye, or all the different things. So I just, again, I like to be prepared, okay? And so I thought this was a fantastic little kit in general. And then it comes in the case, again, the rechargeable mirror. Now it does come in other colors as well. So if you don't like this particular color, this is like a pale gold with kind of like light pink brushes. Overall, I just love how it fits super nice into a little compact thing. You've got all the brushes that you need all in one space. Next thing from It's technically from Ulta. It's not on Amazon, but I'll try to link it below. But while I was in there, again, what I was referring to earlier, the MAC shade sticks, if you remember, they were like my favorite thing in the entire world. And then they did away with them, and I was crushed. So now makeup lines are bringing them back out again, and have been for probably about like the last year and a half or so. So of course I've picked them up, but from like Laura Mercier, I don't even think MAC has them, but from like Laura Mercier or like Bobbi Brown or something like that, they're hell of expensive. So I found Ulta, these are $10 a piece, okay? Like Laura Mercier, it's gonna cost you 3 times that for one. It does the same thing, okay? So let me show you. So I picked up like a nude kind of champagne one. This is called In a Nutshell. So cream shadow stick by Ulta Beauty. So it's Ulta's actual brand. And then this one is called Rosy Cheeks. This one's a really pretty color, but they have a bunch of different colors. But these are fantastic, not only for just like a literally swipe on and go. This one's what I'm wearing right now. So it makes you look like you did a little something, something, but it was easy, you know? You're not actually doing any kind of eyeshadow or whatnot. But these are also fantastic for a base for eyeshadow. It creates like a little bit of a tackier thing for the makeup to adhere to, and keeps it on longer, helps it to not crease. These don't crease at all, you guys, at all. Like, okay, Ulta, I'm gonna go get some more. Anyway, so these are the 2 colors. The champagne one really blends in with my skin tone. I don't know if you can see, hold on. Try to focus it there. Okay, but when it dries down, it doesn't move. So that's what I like about it as well, but it has, and it doesn't feel tacky on your eyes, but you can feel a little bit of tackiness here. That's what's going to help keep the eyeshadow on all day long. But again, you could just wear these alone by themselves. So these are some of my favorite things. But super easy for travel. Again, it'll last all day long. You probably won't even need to reapply it for dinner or anything like that, like if you put it on earlier in the day. So just wanted to shout that out. Fantastic. The next thing that I have talked about before, but is kind of newer for me, but I love it, is this power bank. So this is, I believe it's like 10,000 mAh or whatever. So it will charge your phone a couple times. If you have something bigger like a laptop or some major long trip or something like that, you may want to go with a bigger one, but for most things this will do. But I love it that it has all the cords built in to the back of it, and then also this is not just a little hook, it's an actual, I don't remember what this one's called. I never can remember it. I just call it the Amazon charger. You don't see this one very much anymore on different products, but some things still take it. But it's got the USB-C, the lightning, the regular USB, and then whatever that one's called. This little window at the front here will tell you how much is left on the battery as well. And overall, this has just been fantastic. Again, love that you don't have to bring any cords with it. It's all built into one. It's fantastic. The next thing that I picked up, I actually picked up for a desk fan. And then I was looking at it and I was like, you know, that could be cool for travel. And the reason I say that is, like, ladies going through the change, you know, or people who are just addicted to fans in general. Like, I don't know about you, but I need circulation in my house at all times. Even at night, my fan is on, even when it gets a little bit chilly. I like air circulation. I do not like stagnant air. And so this I just bought for my little desk. This is a little desk fan, and obviously rechargeable. But with how flat it is, I was like, that'd be actually something good for travel. If someone needs a fan at night, like if you're going through the change, you just set it up on the nightstand. It has a little kickstand back here. And then this is where it turns on. She's got some power, okay? So I love that you can really control how high you want it or how low you want it. And then it takes a USB-C charger port on the back there. This also comes in other colors, But just thought that was like a cool thing for not only potential for travel, like I'm not going to walk around, you know, my trip with this thing or something like that, but so it's a very specific need for travel, and I would say more so on the, you know, we're going through the change type thing, or if you just run hot in general. But just thought it was something that you could definitely use for travel if needed, but also great desk fan. Or if like you have a little vanity and you're getting ready for the day, in the summer season, like out here in California, it can get pretty hot. So I'll have this on to, again, circulate the air, cool it down, all of that, especially if you're using hot tools like flat irons and curling irons and all that jazz. Fantastic. So really, really impressed with this thing so far. So the next thing that I picked up, and I mean, are these entirely necessary? No, because lip balms aren't that big to begin with. But I still thought these were, you know, a little bit fun. I love a lip balm, but also they're tiny lip balms, okay? And so really they're adorable. Now for traveling, does lip balm take up that much room? No. But this helps, you know, any little thing helps, right? They're mini ones. Now this comes in 10 different flavors. This is a 20 pack. So it comes with strawberry, watermelon, mango, coconut, peppermint, pineapple, rose, grape, peach, and vanilla. They are, they have sunscreen in them, obviously, SPF 30. And they're just tiny little guys, you know? Got me because it's little, you know, just like we like tiny things. So 2 of each little flavor. So they're like a little bullet lip balm, right? So again, it's like, you know, probably a third of the size, maybe about half the size of a normal lip balm. But again, super easy, teeny tiny, saving all the space we can here when we're traveling. And I tried that pineapple one on. The scent is delightful. Yeah, so really like smooth and nice. So like, okay, I'm not mad at it. I will definitely use these. Again, are they a must? Probably not. But, you know, they were cute and tiny and I love it. The next thing that I talked about in a few videos is I have tried water bottles and like the reusable water bottles, and like I love the idea of reusing a water bottle, like instead of using the one-time plastic ones you just buy at the airport for $15 a bottle. Exaggeration, but you know what I mean. They're just, honestly, they're bulky, they're heavy. When you're actually out traveling around, like the last thing you want to do is carry it. I will only wear a crossbody bag, and so fitting a water bottle in there is hard, or clipping it to it adds so much weight on it because water's heavy. That is just, it's not going to happen for me. And so I've tried really hard and I just hate it. And then the collapsible ones, while they're good in theory, when you actually go to use them, they are so unstable that I can't get behind it. And like the actual use of them, to me, it drives me insane. I wanted to like them so much. and I think they're really a smart idea. But you know, A for effort, but F for execution, you know? So I'm trying something else, and this is the first time I've ever seen something like this, but it is a flat or square water bottle, rectangle more so. And yes, it looks like a flask, okay? But think about it. How much better is this going to fit into a purse? How much better is this going to fit into the back seat of a airplane seat, right? Because of the shape of it. And then it will still fit if you have a backpack. It'll have no problem fitting into the side compartment either. Also, this is like, I got the 13, this is a 400 milliliter, which is in ounces, 13.5 ounces. I don't know, I'm gonna give this one a try. Again, I haven't tried it out, but already common sense is telling me this might be a winner. So again, 13 ounces, it's not huge. You are gonna have to refill it. However, water's heavy. And so I want something on me at all times for water, but I don't want to be dragging around one of those Stanley cups that looks like a trash can with a straw sticking out of it. So I brought out some of my crossbody bags because I want to see how it fits in there as well. So this one is one I use a lot because it's neutral. This is my fake Pochette Matisse. Don't be fooled, I'm not buying a $3,000 bag, people. Anyway, so the inside of it is a pretty good size, and this fits right in there without any kind of issues. Small, like a little smaller. So still fits in there really well. And I will say one thing, when I was in Europe, I had some kind of like it was a flatter crossbody bag, but my water bottle was like sticking out of the top of it all day long. So I feel like this would have probably fit in there much better. And then this crossbody bag this one's from Jen & Co. I'll link this below because I did get it. I got it from jenandco.com, but they also have it on Amazon. But absolutely love this bag as well for travel. Similar to the Pochette Matisse, it kind of has like an accordion style bag, but I think this one, has no problem fitting in there either. So I think this is a really smart travel water bottle idea. So we'll see when I actually use it, but I just wanted to show you guys and give you my thoughts behind it. It does come in a bigger one. There is a 17-ounce option. So if you wanted to go bigger, but I did not, because again, I don't want to be lugging this big, huge water bottle around, but I do want something that I can carry water in that is easy to carry and easy to use. And I think this might be it, guys. The next item I have is this sunglasses case. And it is a 2-pair sunglasses case, or glasses case in general. But you can see how the sides kind of alternate. So this is like a soft part. So if your lens is sticking up over here, it's going to protect it. And then the shell is kind of a harder case. And then it zips closed and has also a little clip here that you can clip onto something. Now this I can get behind. This one is a lot smaller, more manageable. You can still take a couple pairs of glasses or sunglasses, and this is more compact and still keeps them safe, and they're not going to get crushed or anything. And the last thing that I'm wanting to test out, so I did recently order these. They're these little bags or pouches, you know. They remind me of like those applesauce pouches that people give their kids. Just empty, you know. And so this whole pack, it comes with 17, it says 17 pieces, but there's also like stickers so you can label stuff. Okay, so there's like 3 different sizes, which I like. So if you're packing for a trip, you can decide if you need the kind of the larger one, and this is about the size of my hand, and then the medium one, and then a little baby one. So let me try and put them like side by side here so you can see the difference. Okay. I like that these are a little bit more of a flexible package, to where it's a little bit, I guess, more pliable in your luggage. That'll kind of squish down and kind of, you can fit more in there if you need to. But also, I love that, you know, if you're only going on a short trip, you can fill this up with shower gel or shampoo, conditioner, whatever. But if you need kind of a bigger one, you have that option. And I don't know. So I'm going to try these out and see how they work, because the toiletry bottles that I have, I'll put a picture up here, but they are a silicone bottle, but they're kind of big. So if you are only going for, you know, 4 or 5 days, you probably don't need that much product. You probably only need this like little one. Whereas even if I fill those half full, the container is still as big as it is. You know, so it's still taking up the same amount of volume, but not the same amount of weight. So that's why I love to have options when traveling, and I love trying out travel gear and stuff like that, and what other people have tried out and recommend, and finding new things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts below. What are your favorite travel finds? And also just to recommend to other people. Again, everything will be linked down below in case you are interested in purchasing it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, join the Thick Girl gang, and give this video a thumbs up. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.